Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Rez. In this video, I want to go over an interaction that pretty much makes the beast shield come back to the game. I know you clicked on this video probably thinking it was a little clickbait, and it is not 100% the beast shield, but you can actually make amp damage be up 24/7 with this setup. Now, what I'm about to show you is not an in-depth build with this interaction, but I will try to put together a build for you guys, and I will post it later on the channel. So if you guys would like to see that, stick around, consider subscribing, drop a like, and turn those notifications on, and let's just jump right into this. Okay, so first things first, if you don't know what the beast shield was from Borderlands 2, it essentially was just a shield that always gave you amp damage if your shield was never depleted. If you look, most amp shields are going to be when your shield's full, ward's full. In this game, you drain a portion of your shield and you get gun damage, but the beast shield just never drained that portion unless an enemy shot you, so you could always have infinite amp damage. So you can kind of do this in game in a way, pair it with some action skills and some things like a spell shot skill. I think it does work the best on Sword Warden, but you can do it on other classes as well. But Sword Warden has a very spammable action skill. You can even do it on things like Clawbringer with their hammer, but Sword Warden and Spell Shot is for sure the two I would recommend doing. Now, if we actually take a look at our ward again really quick, like I already said, this is while it's full, shots are going to drain 30% of your ward for an additional 20% gun damage. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the best amp ward is in the game. I know there is a quest item that gives you like 150% damage, so that's probably going to be one of the best ones, but there also could be a legendary one that's also really good, but I'm not exactly sure. This is just for testing purposes. Again, like I said, this isn't the full build. But if we just take a look at it really quick, we'll just, have our little amp shot, and you can tell it's amp because the little flash on the tip of the gun up there, and then you'll have your little amp shot come out, and as you see, the second one will not be amped. So how are we going to make this amp happen all the time? And that is with some skills like mage armor right here. So it says whenever the Fate Maker gains a stack of spell weaving, a portion of her ward is restored. So if you don't know the way spell weaving works, whenever you cast a spell or reload a weapon, you're going to gain a stack of spell weaving. So every time you reload, you're getting 10% of your ward back. Now, if we actually take a look just with mage armor alone, we shoot our gun, it's going to reload, you get some ward back, you shoot it again, it's going to reload, you shoot it again. So it takes up to 3 reloads to get that ward back, which is, a bit of a problem. But don't worry, we're going to max it out with our amulet right here, because with our amulet, this says activate an action skill instantly restores 50% of your ward over 2 seconds. This is very, very good, because now if we take a look, let's get our amp shot back all the way. All right, so we see we have our amp shot, we shoot it, we now reload and pop this, and now we have our amp shot back. So you can kind of see already where we're going to kind of go with this. So if you shoot, reload, pop that, obviously I didn't reload all the way right there, but again, you have your amp shot and you have it again. So you're going to have infinite uptime on your amp shots just by reloading and casting your action skill. Now, how can you make this even better? You might be thinking to yourself, well, rest, if it's based on your action skill, you're not going to be able to have infinite action skills, so you can only do this for like 3 shots if you're using barrage. But if you are using a ward that has, well, on Sword Warden, whenever you reload, you gain a stack of barrage. Now, not only when you reload, you're gaining a stack of spell weaving, which is giving you ward, you're also gonna have infinite barrages, which in return is gonna have you give this infinite amulet proc. So as you see here, if we reload, you get, constant barrages back. So you can just constantly do this, reload, shoot barrage, reload, shoot barrage. Obviously, if this was an amp shield, you would have your amp damage, but this isn't on an amp shield. But this means you'll have infinite amp damage, infinite action skill to keep reprocking that ward to full all the time. Now, to take advantage of this, obviously running something like a fully automatic weapon is not going to be the best thing. You're going to want single target weapons to get as much amp damage as possible, since you do have to reproc that amp shield. But the thing is, though, you really also need to focus on weapons that have like single shots. If you use fully automatic weapons, you're not going to be able to reload as much often. So if you have a gun with like a single shot, so just a very low magazine, obviously I'm using the sniper here for example, you shoot it one time, it automatically reloads, which means you automatically get a barrage back and you get some armor back, and the barrage obviously also is going to give you your armor ward back. This can also even work with things like a shotgun, like this one right here. And to show that off, let's put the amp shield back on. Let's get our ward back real quick. We'll just pop this. All right, so we have our ward back. You see how fast it recharges, but even with the shotgun, I mean, like it doesn't have one shot magazine, but you can also just shoot, reload it, and then pop barrage, and you're still gonna have infinite amp damage, like 24/7. So again, make sure you're using single shot weapons as much as possible. Just high hitting weapons, black powder are very, very good for this. And you also don't want to be taking damage, obviously, because your ward's going to go away and you're not going to have your amp shot. So using things like snipers are very good, and snipers also recently got a buff as well, so that's going to pair really nice with this. And so if you're trying to sit back, even taking skills like called shots going to be good, because if you're just sitting back, you're going to increase that gun damage when you aim down sights, and this can be a very effective sniper based build. Again, this is not a full in-depth build. This is just a interaction I want to show you guys, so you can always have an infinite amp shot just by playing Sword and Spell Shot. Again, you can do this on other classes. It is just the easiest and most effective on Sword and Spell Shot. Now, just one more thing really quick. If you don't even choose to reload, so you don't want to play Spell Shot, this can actually still work with just shooting one barrage. It does take a little bit longer because obviously if you reload, you get that 10% ward back. But the thing is, though, it's hard with that because you want to reload, because you want to keep reprocking your barrages over and over again. So again, you can play kind of however you want to do it. You just need to have this amulet, and I will 100% recommend Spell Shots Full Warden because it is just the easiest to keep reprocking it over and over again. But if you do this with this interaction, you're going to have infinite amp shots all the time, and I think this is a very cool interaction. Let me know if you guys do make a build around this. Like I said, I'm going to try to make one for you guys. I know the DLC comes out tomorrow, so it might be a little delayed, but anyway, that is going to do all for me. I really hope you guys enjoy. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.